Look, I don't know how well this is going to show you, right? I've just got the top timing mark in the picture, but I hope you get what I mean. So basically, the process is as follows. Get the top one lined up, use your right hand, stretch that belt tight, and then your bottom mark will most likely be right. Slip this back off again. Let the timing belt go around the bottom of the bottom pulley, and then bring it back up and put it back on again. And my money's on, it will be lined up. Right, gently getting that top pulley on. It's going to be a bit tighter now. My money's on, it will be lined up at the bottom. Right, I'll just have a look. Yep, we've got to grab the mirror and double check that, and then we're going to pull the pin on the grenade, and then we're going to triple check all the bolts. Okay, so I don't know how well you saw that process in the picture there, but that's the best I can do without having an assistant. All right, so perfectly lined up there, and if you look down, I could probably do this with a camera for you, but yeah, it's a bit dark down there, isn't it? You can't really see what's going on. I can barely see what's going on. So let's go get a mirror. Top mark lined up still. We've just got the mirror to show you. This is how we check it. Double check, right? Just got to get the mirror in the right position. I don't know how well you can see. I can see. I don't know if this ends up being 4K video and that, and I can hold it still for a minute. It'll probably be alright, but I haven't got a third hand to bring the light around, but it's perfectly lined up. So we can go ahead and ditch the mirror. Come on, mirror. I'll put that out of the way. And then we'll sit this light where it's not going to be in the way of anything. Right, make sure the belt's nicely pushed flush, or just past flush at the front, just in a little bit. You don't need to push it too far, it'll sort itself out. It's going to sit wherever it's going to sit. And then your favourite part is pulling the pin on the grenade, right? Just a nice swift little, like that, right? Bada bing. Double check all your marks, double check all your bolts. Turn the engine a little bit by hand using the 22mm on the crankshaft to make sure that's your, you don't even need to, because you know it's right, there it is, but just do it anyway, just in case. It's just good safety checks to do. This information is not really only for 1KD, any other vehicle with a timing belt, all the tips and tricks and information like triple checking things, you know, surprise, surprise, it's not that technical, but people that rush through things and make mistakes, don't make sure they get their marks right. That's where they end up in a world of pain. So once you get to this point, you've got a certain safety level because you've got all your marks lined up and it's all back together. You could run the engine. The cover's just a cover. It doesn't retain it. The belt just keeps itself there. It's all happy days. So now what we're going to do, we are going to pop that cover on. I'm not even going to show you that, you know, to put the cover on and 6 bolts. And it's all nice and clean inside and out, and then I'm not going to show you how to pull that gasket off. You just pull it off, check the surface, make sure it's clean and clear. Generally all you've got to do is wipe it clean. If you've got something different to that, if you've got an aftermarket pump with a paper gasket, you have to get a razor blade and carefully scrape it all off, and then use some emery paper or something like that and make sure you got it all cleaned off. And then the new pump goes on dry without any sealant or anything. Those gaskets, they seal and they don't leak as long as you haven't got anything jammed underneath them. And see how clean it is. I just want to point out cooling system. Look how clean it is, right? You know, this car, it's only 4 years old, but look, it's like, look at the materials inside, even inside the block, right? I mean, no rust, guys. The stuff works. Why change for the sake of, you know, 70 or 80 bucks for 2 5-litre bottles? Use genuine Toyota super long life coolant is my recommendation. Up to you though. If you're watching, I guess that's what you're going to do.